What is up, gamers? Staxwell's back at it again today with another deck tech. I think I have a interesting deck here that not a lot of people are talking about. Quite a few -IO interactions that I haven't seen mentioned anywhere. This is also just an archetype I haven't seen really anyone talk about. Most people try and take the -IO into a slower direction, trying to get value over a long game, playing as many items as you can, which does make sense, and I think that could be the way she goes. The one I have here, though, is definitely more aggressively slanted. I'm coining it, I don't know, let's say it's called Boomer Dash, because we're playing 9 grenades, and then we're playing 9 of the Hadron Colliders. The idea is we're just trying to play an aggro deck with a 5-card hand every turn, and just get immediate stats on the board, immediate numbers, through these high stat, immediate impact items. We have a lot of opt and top of the deck manipulation to try and make this happen. So yeah, 4 boom grenade. When a mechanologist item or when a mechanologist attack you control hits, destroy this and deal 2 damage to them. The red deals 4 damage to them. This is particularly good when it's done at instant speed and your opponent doesn't know it's about to happen. If it was on the board prior, then they would just know to block it out. But after you 0 to 60 and they say no blocks, then you just instant out this boom grenade and deal that 4 extra damage they weren't quite expecting. The data link helps us opt and boost. A little bit worse stats, but I mean, digging for these free cards off the top of our deck is definitely worth the stat reduction there as opposed to a normal boost card. Same with dive through the data. 1 for 4 with opt. That opt is just super crucial in this deck. Expedite, we play like 20 items because we want to keep hitting off the top of our deck. So, a lot of times we're drawing somewhat clunky items. Expedite kind of helps fix that a bit in that, we could just play our items from our hand for free, kind of. Locked and loaded, this is +3 in opt. Can't complain. Almost the same as a red data link. Pulse Wave Harpoon, still one of the best cards in the game, especially when we're going semi-wide. We're oftentimes boosting 3 times in this deck, and that's all you need to make Pulse Wave Harpoon very, very good. 0 to 60, it's got that 4 breakpoint. That 4 breakpoint is crucial for things like Boom Grenade. Zipper Hit, again, even the yellow has that 4 breakpoint. Very good. We want our Boom Grenades to be going through. We want awkward breakpoints that our opponent can't just easily cover up with 1 card. Sure, they can cover it with a sync, but on an average turn, they're not going to be able to easily and cleanly cover that up. Spark of Genius, still one of the best cards that Mechanologist has to offer, so we're absolutely maxing that out and playing 3 of them. Most of the time with that, we're going for Hadron Collider, because it's just the most stats that we could present. If we pull out a boom Grenade, it's not quite as good, because then they know that, oh, I just have to block everything, and that Boom Grenade will kill itself next turn, whereas Hadron Collider isn't quite the same. It doesn't quite work that way. So it's oftentimes at least 3 free damage. Eye of Ophidia, very good in this deck. Being able to opt 2 in a deck that plays cards off the top of the deck for free turns out is quite strong. I also have Heart of Fendal in here because you start at 38 life, or 36 life, excuse me. You're oftentimes getting the value out of that heart. Both of these cards are not necessary in the slightest, so if you don't have them, feel free to just play 3 Magnetic Shockwave. I'm only playing 1 in this list here. This could be any blue, really, any blue Mechanologist card. I chose Magnetic Shockwave here because sometimes it's just able to get people, and you're able to blow up New Horizons and trenches and things like that, and really blindside your opponent. You could just win the game on the spot off this card, so I really like it. Optical Monocle is the only item we're playing that's just not giving us immediate value, but being able to opt 5 times is quite a powerful effect. So in the blue slot, I don't hate it. We're definitely getting a lot of value through those 5 ops. It's just going to take a little longer, and it's not as obvious as the immediate value that a boom grenade presents. Teklo Core, also a very powerful card. The fact that her name is Dash and she's able to play all of these old Mechanologist powerhouse cards is quite convenient. Teklo Core off the top of the deck is just, 4 value. Again, that's like playing a Boom Grenade off the top of your deck for free. So, very powerful, again, aggressively slanted core here. Most oftentimes we're really trying to play at least 1 or 2 items every turn while we're going wide with a boost chain. And then Symbiosis Shot pretty much ends every combat chain that we have. That's why we're not playing anything like Overload or Maximum Velocity or anything like that, because You're going to have more counters on this card than you know what to do with. Every turn you're going to be attacking with this, and you need the action point to be able to do that. So we're not playing any chain enders in that sense. And then the chain enders also kind of make for clunkier hands too, and we're playing 20 items, so our hands already do get a bit clunky. So playing no chain enders is also a way to kind of make the deck a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more consistent. For the sideboard, we are playing Dissolving Shield. This prevents 1 damage at instant speed, and it's able to do it 3 times. This is very good against other decks that have that 4 damage breakpoint. So like against Lexi, they're playing like Endless Arrow, Drill Shot, things that have 4 damage and an on hit. So Dissolving Shield is able to help us cover that up nicely with 1 card. Firewall, this is just against decks that we need a 4 block, so maybe like a Bravo or like a Lexi or something like that. Gas Guzzler is just a popper. There's not a ton of poppers in here. We're actually very slim on poppers, so we need a popper that has Mechanologist in its name. These firewalls are very flexible as well, so if you wanted to play another popper just to have 6 in here, you could definitely cut firewall for another popper. Mini Force Field is interesting. It has Ward X, and it enters the arena with 4 steam counters. And again, we're playing at instant speed, so if we're attacking our opponent and they want to try and pull the trigger and KO and kill us, then we can just play in our mini force field at instant speed, cover up their Aether Wildfire and ruin their combo. We could also do the same to things like Icelander when they're going for the kill. A little bit more situational for this card. That's why it's in the sideboard. I really only would bring it in against Wizards, and even then it might be too cute to solidify itself and be a mainstay in the deck. Definitely worth testing more. I just think it's an interesting idea. And then Tick-Tock Clock. This one, when a Mechanologist attack you control hits a hero, destroy this and 2 items in the arena. So this is really just for Mechanologist mirror matches. And again, if they knew this was out here, they would just be blocking everything, right? But you're playing this at instant speed, so you're able to kind of cheese your opponent and destroy 2 items that they control. And then we have the Visiertronic just for the additional arcane barrier here. Okay, there's the deck. I think it's a very solid, like a foundational blueprint for you. I don't think it's by any means a perfect 80. This is a day 1 deck tech. These cards aren't even out yet. So of course I don't have a ton of games here. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. This video is more meant to like inspire the building and the brewing of the archetype, get people's eyes on this idea, and hopefully we could refine this list and get this deck to like a meta competitive position here shortly. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think that this is the way to go with it, these more aggressive Hadron Collider Boom Grenade combos, or is it not the wave? Should we be brewing it more into a control style? Let me know in the comments down below which one you guys think is better. That's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, subscribe, and help the algorithm help me out just a little bit later, gamers.